I tried to delete anything about work.
Okay.
Although I have let it slip a couple times that Matt's into law.
That's fine.
It's fine?
It makes Pale a lot funnier.
Okay.
The fact that he's played by an actual law guy. I'm also an actual lawyer, and I'm playing a D&D lawyer who kills people. That's beautiful.
Okay. I was gonna say something. Oh, the Dungeons and Dragons and Dive-Ins and Dives. I love that show, so that's hilarious.
It's so good. I thought it was just like a meme show that I'm watching. It's actually really heartfelt and nice.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He's such a good person.
Yeah. Well, I've been to one of the restaurants in Austin that he went to, and it is fucking so good. It's so fucking good.
One day I'll go to Texas.
One day you'll go to Texas. There's going to be too much food. And also, Boys has been disappointing me, so I need you to go talk with him because I know y'all have, a network.
I hate that you're right, because there's a thing called Jewish geography, and it's a joke about how all Jews know each other through at least 3 degrees. Every Jew knows every other Jew. And there's a series of questions. What school did they go to? What college did they go to? What religious school was it? Did they do BBYO, USY, or NIFTY? Did they join AEPI, ZBT, or SDT? Were they in Hillel or Chabad? And there's a set of things. Did they go on Birthright? Which trip? You can find out eventually. You'll know a way to know. To the point where, when I was in Israel, I bumped into a guy that I met once at an AEPI retreat, which is the Jew fraternity I was in. I bumped into him, Yeti? He was legs? We saw each other across, I think we were in Svat, and we saw each other, across, this giant street, oh my god! Every Jew knows every Jew through some level.
So do you know Lauren from 90 Day Fiancé? Because that bitch is insane. But she's also really great. I like her.
I probably dated her at one point if she's an insane Jewish woman.
It's the guy I work for, he's also a Jewish guy. I was talking, I don't know how it came up, but we were in the car for 2 hours going to some job. And I was like, yeah, there's this Jewish guy on the podcast named Matt, and he lives in Philly. I had this 2 second of how old is he? And I'm not 30 yet? And he goes, oh, fuck. Because I was in Philly 30 years ago, and I met a Jewish guy named Matt. And
it's a thing. It's really a thing.
That is interesting that your name is Matthew, and usually people name Matthew
Christian.
Because, the book of Matthew.
I've only met 2 other Jewish Matthews in my many years.
Are the rest of them either Christian or just not religious?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, before he was Matthew the disciple, he was Matthew the Jew, so...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. But then he wrote a whole book about Jesus, so...
The annoying part was, apparently he was part of the same tribe as me.
You're kidding.
That little turncoat. He left the warrior priests to write about some guy preaching peace? Really?
Are you good with me leaving that you're Jewish in the podcast? Because I don't want someone to dox you.
This stuff's all fine. Yeah. Hi, okay. I'm Jewish. I'm a part of the Levi tribe. Good luck. I'm a Jewish lawyer. There are so few of us. But I'm not a lawyer yet. I'm almost a lawyer, and I'm Jewish. And I'm a Libra. Wow, I'm playing to my strengths.
You're playing to your what?
I'm playing to my strengths.
Playing to your strengths. Oh, I see. I thought you said you were playing in your shorts, and I was very confused. Oh, what's the temperature in Philly today?
68.
Fuck that. Oh, that's not that bad. I thought you were gonna say...
The high here today was 55.
Yeah.
So, how are we colder than you right now?
Because it's been raining all day.
That makes it colder here.
So right now we're just wet.
No!
We're just so wet.
No.
Fuck off.
Oh, sorry, it's moist.
No. Okay. Okay, are y'all ready?
I'm ready. And now I know how to add everything for my spells. Hey, Matt, The reason that we die all the time is because I didn't know that you're supposed to add to your spell attack.
Charlotte.
So whenever I rolled a number, so we were 7 hit points short every single time I did a spell.
Charlotte.
Matthew.
I called her on the phone to make sure she knew how to do everything after that.
This
She
is
also wrote me a simplified sheet, so I know how to add things.
it's on D&D. It shows you.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like on the actual, like when you click on the spell, it doesn't say blah 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 +7.
It shows it right next to it.
No, it doesn't.
Produce flame 1A self +6 2d8.
Oh, mine doesn't have that.
You freshman.
Do you look at it on the computer or on your phone, Charlotte?
I'm on the computer. Mine has name of the spell, time, range, hit/DC, effect, and notes.
Yeah.
So, like in the hit/DC, the only time it has that is when they have to make a save, and then it'll say what their save is.
Freshman.
And then the effect and stuff, like for cure wounds for me, it's 1d8 +4, which is not my spell attack, which is +7. And like when I click on Thunderwave, it just has 2d8, and I ain't got no +7.
Well, that's not what that is.
Top.
It's the
Yes, I know where it is
Charlotte-
at the top now.
It shows the spell attack at the top, though.
Yes, I see that now.
Charlotte, I just want to make sure we're clear. So, your spell attack modifier is when you have to, like, hit their AC with your spell. So that's what the +7 is.
Oh, that's
When it says add your spellcasting modifier, you'd add your charisma.
add my spellcasting modifier.
I think it only says that on a couple, like, cure wounds.
Right, that's my +4.
Yes.
Okay, so the +7 is when I'm rolling to hit.
Yes.
The +4. Oh my God, you're right. It does have the +4. That means I have been adding it right.
So you have been doing it right.
I have been.
Okay, good.
Except that I haven't been adding it to.
Okay.
When I was rolling to attack, it was always really low. Because I wasn't adding anything to it.
Okay. So it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. I just wasn't hitting people as often as I should have been.
Uh-huh.
Like
Okay.
nearly as often as I should have been.
And like I think you have Healing Word as a bard, right?
It's available to me, but I do not have it.
Okay, that's another one where you think you add your modifier, your spellcasting modifier, which would be 4 for you.
Okay. It's tough being a tank and a healer, but someone's got to do it.
That's something I've noticed. We've not fought anybody in a while.
I mean,
Because we're about to have the revolution.
every time I have the option for you guys to fight somebody, I've planned like 6 encounters. You guys do the peaceful option every time. If you
Stop letting me
fuckers,
talk to people, Charlotte.
if you fuckers want to fight, you gotta be mean.
Or take contracts, you'll kill some frogs.
Yeah. It's there's a fight that could happen tonight, and then the revolution's gonna last us like 3 fucking games, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I stab Leo. Let's get this right off.
Okay, so last game, you guys started off a camp. Pell sent a message to the tier priests. Pell replied, and they totally believed what he said. Dennis talked about the prophecy, and then asked for money for a spell book, and then Steven gave it to him. Ash comes to him, but you guys are nice. He feels betrayed by Merkul and is unsure what to do now. Claire comes to negotiate on Merkul's behalf. And then Claire says the Merkulians will help if Steven is the champion again. And then Leo makes friends with Ash. And then Pale tells Steven that he talked to Claire. And so Steven races to the graveyard and becomes the champion again. We left off at 8 a.m. day 392. So there are 8 days left until the revolution. Now that you're in this graveyard, I would like both of you, and then we'll have to remember to tell John, that you get the boon Friend of Death. It means you cannot be frightened, and you have advantage on sanity saving throws.
How exciting.
Which isn't that useful right now, but when you guys get higher levels where monsters have, like, that's a thing they can do, is make you scared of them, that's going to be insanely useful.
I like sanity saving throw advantage.
Yeah.
And then
Okay, so what's a boon?
a boon, it's like a feat, but I just give it to you, you don't have to take it.
Oh, I see.
And then at least one of you, did you write down all the shit that Claire gave you last time?
Yep.
You put it in the chat, and I copied it and pasted it.
Okay, great. Just as long as someone has that, and we don't have doubles.
Uh-huh.
We'll figure that out later. When you suddenly have like 6 diamonds or something. Okay.
Oh my god.
And the first thing that happens, Leo, do you want to make a religion check?
Ooh. Yes, I do. Like, fucking roll the dice. All right. Oh no!
Oh no! Okay.
First of the evening, ladies and gentlemen.
So it doesn't happen right now. You don't notice that anything's different. Something might happen to you later when they try again. How about do it with advantage? Roll again. Just because I want you to.
Watch me roll another fucking 1.
Or not 20. Okay.
A religion check. That is a 17, ma'am.
A 17. They take more time and try again with you. You're new to religions. That makes sense that you'd be absolutely getting a natural 1.
Right, this God came down upon me and I was like, damn, I'm thinking some weird shit.
You feel Gray rustling in your pocket like a lot, like frantically.
Oh, no. Okay. I'm gonna take him out.
You take him out. You notice that Gray is glowing and slightly green, and his eyes pulse with green magic and energy, and then he's back to just being a squirrel.
Oh, God.
But then, Gray says to you in Thieves' Cant. He speaks in a voice deep, much deeper than a squirrel should be able to speak. In his tiny little body, as you hold him in your palms, he says,
I don't want to be left out, and so I'm giving you my own little gift since you mentioned me a few times.
You get the idea that A-Ball or Ethereal, the god of trickery and, pranks and whatever, is talking to you through your squirrel. He says,
I don't want to feel left out, and I'm glad that you mentioned to me in Lorifear when going through all this that you kept me in the back of your mind, even though, this has been chaos, and I love chaos, so this has been great for me. Been sitting up here eating popcorn. So, as a little note, the little impression that you've made, I'm going to make a little impression on you. I am going to give you 2 gifts.
And you feel a heavy necklace settle around your neck.
It's a Pokeball. You can put Gray in it later. Also, Gray's a Fae now, and you are now able to cast the spell Find Familiar. So if something does happen to Gray, you can just bring him back.
Yay! Does that mean that, do I still have to feed him, or is he good now?
No, he doesn't
You
have
should
to
test
eat.
it. You should test it by killing him.
Well, when you cast Find Familiar, it has a material component, so you have to buy some incense to do it.
I see.
But so if Gray dies, he just goes to the Feywild.
Okay.
And you can also put him in the Pokeball, and when he's in the Pokeball, he just sleeps. He doesn't, he can see outside, but he's not, affected by anything outside. Yeah.
Okay.
Or I guess you could just snap him in and out with the Find Familiar spell, but he'd be in the Feywild by himself, so...
Right, and he is but a squirrel.
Yeah, which, if he dies, he'll just reappear back in the Feywild, because he's a Fey now.
You're right.
And then, when A-Ball Loriferal gives you a wink, the energy kind of leaves Gray, and he shakes his little squirrel head and looks up at you confused.
Oh, I shouldn't waste my spell slots. I'm just going to, scratch him behind the ears and, cuddle him a little bit.
He nuzzles your fingers, yeah.
Ooh. That's the sound I make. Alright, so, Pale, since Sparkles is gone, and it's just the 2 of us.
Actually, Steven is here still.
Oh, Steven is here still.
And so is Ash.
And so is Ash.
Yeah.
So, since it's us 4 bros, we've gotten rid of all the ladies now at this point. Since it's us 4 bros, just bros being dudes, should we go and look in on my father? Because I think either way, he's either going to be stressed about my safety, or he's going to be upset that his friend / traitor is dead. So we might as well just tell him the truth.
But how are we going to prove that? Wait, the letter, right, yeah. Never mind. Well, I mean, we could do that. Or we just spend the day taking turns flying on Steven's back.
Steven looks at you guys and he goes, I'm pretty sure I remember how to fly, but only pretty sure. And he says, he's been like talking to Ash, and he pats Ash's shoulder and he's like, let me see if I remember. Okay.
Like riding a bike.
What?
Like riding a bike, but I've never learned how to ride a bike, so it's got to be similar to that.
Bikes are the two-wheeled ones, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, that's a unicycle.
Oh, I guess bike's one of the three.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Wait, the unicycle has two?
Yes, because only one person can cycle on it without falling over.
That makes sense.
Steven looks confused, but then he goes and stands on like a bench and then jumps off of it. Let me see if he remembers how to fly. Hold on.
Oh, God.
He only rolled a 5. He falls on the ground, but then does like a roll, and he's like, fuck! And he's gonna keep trying.
So, while Steven does that,
Yeah, I guess we can go see your dad.
I just think that's the best. Hey, Ash, would you stay here? Like, could we come back here? Or are y'all gonna go back to the Merkul camp?
Ash looks kind of sick, but he says, I was planning on going back. I don't know what Steven's plan was.
Oh shit, we got Gray the Squirrel. We can get back in if we need to.
Oh shit, he is a fae. Hadn't thought about that.
Wait, it's a squirrel. How are we getting in? He's a squirrel.
No, my god spoke to me. You know, how gods do from time to time, just to regular people, not even to like clerics, that they're not special.
Wait, you're religious?
Anyway, my god spoke to me, and he let me know that Gray is now fae. He's given him the gift of immortality, sort of. So, and you see this wonderful necklace of mine right next to my Medal of Friendship.
Yeah, it looks like,
And Leo pulls open his shirt and sticks his chest out.
Oh, got it. Yeah, I think you have just about as much chest hair as Allie did.
Oh my god.
I'm proud as a bare-chested man.
You want to know? You guys want to know some real shit?
Oh no.
No, not like that. Not real shit. Okay, so metagaming shit. One of the reasons why it was almost impossible for you to have taken Steven back from Merkul is because you, Leo, mentioned seeing Lorifir again in heaven, and Steven's entire family is up there.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I take out my dagger.
You don't know that, Pale.
Oh. For no reason, I take out my dagger. So wait, what's the necklace thing?
Also, just for listeners, I stole this necklace from Critical Role. Disclaimer, it's not my idea. Anyway, go on.
Do I get to pick the shape of the necklace?
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh wait, it's the oh.
You know what I'm gonna do? You know,
It's the bear.
those like ball sacks that guys have like on the back of their truck.
Did you put truck nuts?
I think it's the ones that guys have.
Can it be truck acorns?
Yes, thank you.
Oh my god.
Well,
Yeah.
we've been so productive these 40 minutes.
This is what D&D's about, fucking around.
Yep.
We need Wanda here to get stuff done.
I know.
Okay.
Sparkle's the serious one.
Oh fuck! I said I'm remastering episode 1, so I've got Wanda stuck in my head again.
It's alright, you've been having one stuck in your head, no big deal.
Why
Anyway,
don't you have Leah stuck in your head?
Right now, nobody's gonna be coming after us for copyright yet.
yeah, we've got 12 subscribers.
We got a while.
I'm gonna keep showing it. But anyway, so wait, what's your little necklace do? It's pretty and all looks like acorns. Nice nuts.
Pretty pair of acorns hanging real nice. Anyway,
Wait, why is it that since it's cold out, it looks like such a small necklace?
I was taking a drink. You asshole.
It's because Gray's not inside, okay?
Oh.
But anyway, so Gray can go and hide in my necklace when shit gets real rough.
So I kind of just, I'm like, all right, so wait, Leo, can you show me that? Like, can you show me that it works? Just kind of want to see it.
Why?
Because I don't believe you.
Gray, return! Or whatever the fuck they say in Pokemon.
You just have to touch him to the necklace.
I have to touch him? I can't even just like yell it from across the
Okay,
room.
he'll go jump in. Yeah. The acorns, the cap comes off one of the acorns and he gets like sucked in like it's a 90s cartoon. And then it pops back over.
I try to grab the necklace.
Make an attack roll?
That is an 8.
An 8. That's a miss, sir. You lunge, but Leah ducks out of the way.
Can I make a counterattack and try to like whack, like backhand him?
Yeah, sure, roll attack.
What, you get like a 20?
Right. She crits, bitch slaps the fuck out of you. Oh. It's like just two girls slap fighting in the woods.
While we have a demigod and his like first in command just watching us like slap at each other.
No, Ash is watching Steven try to fly. Which, hold on.
He's like a little chicken trying
Steven
to fly.
gets it.
Hooray.
He jumps off this bench and flip-flaps, and he even kind of flaps Ash in the face a little bit with his wingtips, but he makes a circle around the graveyard and lands, not very gracefully, but yeah.
So before we start headed to the mountain, I just turn to my big buddy and ask, hey, this might sound weird, but
I'm
Steve,
the champion of a death god, nothing's weird.
you'd be surprised. Can I have a feather so I can write letters to people using the champion of death god's feather as a quill? I feel like it would be cool.
He says, that's not the first time I've had that question, and you absolutely can.
You are my favorite person, Steven. Second favorite to Leo, but still top 5.
Thanks.
Wait, so I'm your favorite?
I don't know what are you talking about? What?
Steven whispers to you, Pale, I ship it, and holds out one of his wings.
It's one of the little feathers up the...
Yeah. Alright. And so what do you guys, before you guys, or I guess, you're going to go to talk to Gilbert, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to derail that a little bit, or would you be taking Steven and Ash with you, or are they going back to the camp without you?
Oh, I think it would be, well, that's the problem.
Steven, yes.
They said that
Actually, no. That would be dangerous to bring him.
Well, they said that he would be less likely to kill me.
But at the same time, now that he's a champion, it might be dangerous to bring him.
Right. And Ash is just a bad idea.
Yeah, plus I'm strong enough as is. I can take all of them.
Well, now that I know that I add a +7 when I roll an attack roll.
You want to see
For
what
a
you're
sec.
capable of?
Yeah.
Attack? Wait, roll? Why are you rolling while making attacks? What? Leo, you confused me. Anyway.
It's a voice from behind all you guys, and I don't know if I'm able to do this accent right, but I feel silly doing it now. I don't know why I feel silly today. I gotta tell you, baby, you look good now, but damn am I gonna miss that salt and pepper shit you had going on. Silver Fox, god damn. And Steven turns around. Or Dennis is here too, actually, I forgot about him. But Steven turns around with a wide look on his face, and you see a male with a human face, kind of Asian features and lanky, but his eyes are like gold discs, like the irises are gold. You can see from his, like, billowing black shirt that scales spot his body like freckles.
Ooh.
Thicker to where, the hands end in long claws. And Steven turns to see him and screams, and it's like a romance movie scene. Like, the music swells, and they run into each other's arms, and Steven just got stronger a few seconds ago, so he almost tackles this person, and they scream a little more and make out for a good minute and a half before they remember you guys are there.
Oh.
And
I lean over to Leo and just, is it weird that that guy's kind of like attractive? Like, that's a look, right? Like, that's. I feel like I'm learning
Guys,
something.
if you want me to look like that later, I can.
We'll talk later.
and Ash looks like somebody just kicked him in the stomach.
Oh,
Like,
no.
he looks horrible
Oh,
and miserable. But
I walk over and put an arm around him. Is that one of Steve's old squeezes?
says that's Lewis.
That explains nothing.
Lewis is Johnny's father and was the warlock to Elder Michael's second in command.
Right.
wait.
And
Lewis is Johnny's father.
Yeah, remember Johnny isn't actually his son, but he raised him like it was. Keep up, Leo.
Thank you for that. Yes.
I'm sorry about him, Ash. I followed along. So you're explaining who this guy was supposed to know. Hey, listen, bud, I get it. The first girl I had a crush on, I got adopted by her dad. It happens, you know?
that is something.
Yeah. We'll find you someone. There's someone for everyone. Sometimes a couple someones for everyone.
Oh, God.
Says I have 13 children by 9 different women, I know.
Oh.
Wait, so do you have 127 or so kids, or you have
No.
13 kids overall?
13 kids overall.
Okay, I thought you were saying they have 13 from each.
That was some gas math. I'm impressed.
That was terrible math. It was extremely wrong.
I wouldn't have known.
It was 117, I think. I'm a fraud.
13 times 9?
Yeah. Is it 117?
117. Man, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, hey. It's better than having 117 kids, though, right?
I suppose.
Yeah. So, hey, we'll find lucky number 10. And you'll have 13 more kids. Then you can have 26, and they can have little battle royales together. 13 versus 13. It'll be great.
That's what they do in Sankuro.
That's horrifying. That's legitimately horrifying, Ash. I will never understand that. Anyway.
As they're, not making out anymore, Lewis says, I watched you every second of the day since Pelor let go of you, and you did a damn fine job with our boy. You know that? And Stevens is gonna cry. He says, did not. And yeah, it's basically just, you didn't fuck up our kid. He's gonna come back around or he's not. And either way, you did your best. And like Steven, sobs into Lewis's shoulder. That kind of a thing.
Oh, that's pretty adorbs. Hey, Lewis, are you like a dragonborn or like the scales?
Yeah, he breaks apart, arm still over Steven's shoulder, and he says, yeah, I'm Dragonborn, or quarter Dragonborn. Granddad was a Dragonborn, and then his granddad was a dragon. Shit happens, man.
That is so cool.
He snaps his nails and points at you. So Lewis, arm around Steven still, he says, oh yeah, Claire went on up to camp, is gonna get a head start on y'all, head start on yelling at people is what she's good at and all. She said we could help y'all out if y'all want us along, something about daddy issues and a revolution. I might be a warlock death cultist, but I can behave when I need to, pinky promise.
I want to make an insight check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Motherfucker, why can't I roll good?
You mean roll well?
11.
An 11, he seems honest. You
What
can
do you
roll
think?
2 if you want, Matt.
Nope, I believe him.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
He's purdy. I believe him. But he can behave and misbehave.
Oh boy. Only with Steven.
Aw.
That's okay. You
Great.
can study what he looks like. Okay.
The one monogamous death cultist. Great. Well, yeah, I mean, we can't really bring Steven in right now because he's a beacon of hope and darkness and despair and beauty. But we could bring your help because you're all of those except for, like... I mean, yeah, please help come with us. Yeah. Leo, help. My brain's not working.
I mean, we are down a couple of hands.
Does that?
We have dealt with warlocks before. We sent the last one to prison for the rest of their life, by the way. Just as a warning.
Well, I've already been to prison. I ain't scared.
Well, alright then.
As I've been to prison, and when I was there, the Pelorians murdered me, so I'm not scared of anything. And he pats Steven's shoulder and he's like, you go hang out with Claire and Ash, make sure he gets back. And Steven looks worried and he's like, I'm not gonna die again that fast, come on. And even if I do, you'll be up here in like 10 years. Chill. So he's game to go with you.
Cool, yeah, let's do it. Let's bring the shiny golden guy.
Let's do it.
Okay. Steven and Lewis kiss again and they walk into the woods. Steven and Ash. Ash still looks like he's pretty bummed out about, being betrayed by God and then losing Steven, so... Because there's no way. With Lewis here? Are you kidding? No. You guys
Why
might...
are you like that? I thought bros.
No, remember y'all saw you saw... So Steven, the way that he was able to keep the communion blade from Ash this whole time is that he was seducing him. And Ash has had a crush on Steven his, whole life. So...
Oh, I missed that.
It's okay. You guys head with Lewis and Dennis and Jasmine to the speakeasy?
Yes, and I'm gonna take Gray out
Okay.
of my acorn necklace.
Cool. He acts as a squirrel does.
Yes.
And he's like, Lewis is like, so what are y'all's names again? I just met y'all. I've been watching Steven from Heaven, not y'all.
Oh, well, you see, my name is Varys Nilo.
Oh, okay.
So that's Leo, and I'm pale like the color, not the bucket.
Sick. I'm just Lewis. I only have one name.
Huh. So you're... huh.
You see, I don't know what my friend over here is saying. My real name is Lord Varys Fezim.
All right.
I just kind of put my head in my hands, just like, he's dead. What's he gonna do?
What? I'm alive now. I'm alive now, Lewis.
Only for right now.
Well, we're all gonna die, kid.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I might not.
Well,
So far, so good.
good luck.
Thank you.
He says, I'm still a warlock, but I used to be a warlock of a demon, right? So different spells. Now I'm a warlock of an angel, and Elder Michael has become insufferable since. Used to be he had the, humility, because he's literally a demon, but now it's like he's righteous and he's right. It's so fucking annoying.
That sounds right. Can I interest you in becoming a cleric?
Nah, fam.
We'll talk later.
Okay. Dennis looks like he's been on a whirlwind of adventure. You guys are used to this kind of shit, but you've been leaving him at camp most of the time, so he's not used to this yet.
This is our accountant and his little fairy friend. His name is Dennis. Her name is Jasmine. She's really nice. She likes tea. And he likes milk or apple juice.
They both shrug at Lewis, and he shrugs back.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, so how do you guys get to the speakeasy?
I follow Leo.
I go through the secret tunnels that we've been shown before, so we're not having to go through the middle of town.
Okay, roll me survival
Oh boy.
to remember where they are.
Secret tunnel.
Well, it's at least a double-digit number. That is a 14.
A 14. Yeah, you find them pretty easily. You only have to backtrack a little bit, and you're like, oh shit, there it is. But you get to the tunnel, you get there about 10 or 11 a.m., unless you want to wait for later.
No, that's fine. Mornings.
No.
Okay.
Brunching hour.
So you come through the speakeasy. Let me show you the map.
Oh,
It's
a
the
very good bug.
It's the most detailed map I've ever made. All right, so
Oh god, is that Allie's bear?
Oh my god.
let me put you two on the map. All right, we need to move. Okay, I had all the minis ready, but now we're taking different people, so
I'm sorry.
Can't wait to fight all of them.
it's okay. What?
They're not gonna fight us.
No, we're gonna fight them. It's very different.
No, they're friends with my dad. It'll be fine.
For now.
For now.
What if they're turncoats for that redhead chick?
Well, he's screwing her, so it'll be fine.
What?
What?
So who's in front?
Me.
You're in front? Okay.
Oh, there's the Merculian.
They're the squirrels in front.
Alright. So, you guys roll up, and Dennis looks a little on edge, and Lewis is like, sick, I've never been to Stone Garden, fuck yeah. Or except for that one time we poisoned a bunch of people, but that was different.
Say what?
Oh!
You know what, never mind, I don't want to know, close with deniability.
And yeah, so you guys walked in, you walked through this long hallway. I don't know why I put you there. You passed by, the storage room where they keep random things they're smuggling into town. You passed by the kind of drug place where, they do more chemical-y smuggling. Then you pass, the gun room, and you eventually come into the main area of the speakeasy. It's lit with little red lights like most of Stone Garden is, but these are artificial, of course, because it's underground. Or even more underground than most of Stone Garden is. What do you do?
I'm going to I know where my dad's office is, right?
It's in the back, yeah, here. And his bedroom's attached to his office.
Okay. I'm gonna cast message and be like, hey, yo, Dad.
He replies and says, "You're here?"
Hey, yo, son.
You asked for me, so I came.
You're, after 2 or 3 seconds, maybe longer than that, 5, he walks out of his office with his 2 pistols on his hip and puts his hands on his hips, and you see that he's got 3 pieces of paper in his hand. And he says, your dad looks like Han Solo. Blonde hair, blue eye. Han Solo's not blonde, but your dad's blonde. Blue-eyed, leather vest, thigh holsters, cool pants with the stripe down on them. And he takes out, you see it's a newspaper in his hand, and he reads from the headline. He says, 5 members of Edgewater City Council slain. Unidentified male dwarven corpse found at the scene. Mayor's house burned to the ground. The Harris Puyo party arrive at the scene as Golgari response team, only to find the mayoral mansion ablaze and arrest female drow adventurer who confesses to serial murder. And he throws that newspaper across the room, and everyone in the room is looking at this point. And he takes out the other second newspaper and he says, Stephen Puyo spotted in Stone Garden amidst rumors surrounding the movement of Merculian cultists and a supposed connection between Merkul and the Maw. And he throws this second newspaper down and he says, you said you were going to do something for Pale's family, and then I scry on you all, and you're with the goddamn apocalypse cultists. And he points to Lewis, who has a symbol of Merkul around his neck, and he says, you met them in Edgewater and brought them here? Is that what it is? What'd you people do? Sacrifice Quentin to Merkul? What'd you do to him?
I'm going to cast Mage Hand and reach into Pale's pocket, pull out his tinderbox, and bring it over to my father.
I run over and grab the newspaper because that's pretty cool, and I want to, it's little stories about us. That's awesome.
If you walk a single step towards him, he's going to cock his hand cannon and point it right at your face.
I'm going to back away from my hands. I'm like, my bad. Sorry, I just think that's kind of cool. It's like collector's items. My bad, I made some bad choices. Leah tried to stop me.
So I put the mage hand out, and as it gets to my father, I say, inside the tinderbox is a letter written in Quentin's hand where he confesses to trying to murder me. We went to go and take care of Lorafear's things, which we had told you we were going to do, and Lorafear could not rest until his murderers were dead. They happened to be members of City Council and the Mayor. I couldn't control that. But you will find in there where Quentin discusses how he has been in love with you. Or I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say how he's been in love with you. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to say you're going to read in there about how much Quentin hated me. While we were fighting against the mayor, he shot me in the back. He describes that and more. through that letter, Father, and I recommend that you read it privately because it is a doozy.
Your father, with one hand still holding a different piece of paper, he takes that, so he's holding two now, with a gun in the other hand, and he puts the gun away for a second, not taking his eyes off you, and he pulls out a pair of reading glasses, because he's 240 years old, and he puts them on, and then takes the gun back out, and then starts reading the letter. And all his men are about to draw weapons too, hands on holsters. And he reads it, and let me make a check for him. Alright. So he got a total of 8. And so I'll tell you what he does with that. He says, the only problem with that is that I've been a criminal for over 100 years. You think I haven't seen a fucking forged letter before?
Father, it is not forged. It is written by him. If you have any people here who can, read memories or minds or whatever, you can search my mind. There are some interesting things in there, but you will absolutely see Quentin shooting me in the back.
He tosses the letter you just gave him on the ground, and he says, now the second problem is that I have a very cool letter all of my own. My letter from Quentin is marked on the outside, only read this upon my death. And it starts, so I read it when I scryed on you and he wasn't there, and you were with death cultists. That's when I read it, because I was sure he was dead. It starts with him telling me how much our friendship means to him, how he'd always look after me and you. Quentin has gotten me out of uncountable scrapes. Elves and dwarves typically dislike each other, but he's my brother, and nothing could ever change that. Not after the journey we've had. Quentin was there when I fell for Yennefer, and he was the one who convinced me that I should come clean about what business I was in, that was the healthiest thing for our relationship. I couldn't keep secrets forever. He convinced me that I should stay distant from you, Leo, that the way to give you the best childhood I could, was to stay out of it. He convinced me to have him go to you with Edgewater to help Lorifir, because while I knew you were a kid after my own heart about hearing about you growing up, we didn't know how you'd changed on your walkabout. He thought you might be acting a certain way to get me to like you, and that you'd be more yourself around him and your friends, because I have a will. I am a responsible business owner, so the Mr. Shadow job is a passed-down thing. The Shadow Hands are older than the Ravens Guild. In Quentin's letter to me, there is a scrap of paper that he found the first time you met me that is in your handwriting, to Kit, your old companion, who I guess, is he dead now too? Nobody's seen him in a while. Where you were all planning to get chummy with me so you'd inherit the business, and Kit wanted in because you guys were going to do work to Thunder's Realm together. That's why Quentin said that Kit should be sent after you when you guys stayed in Edgewater too long, because he wanted to see how you two acted together, how in cahoots you were. He didn't want me to read the letter that he wrote me unless he died, because he didn't want me to have doubt on you based on a stupid hunch he had. But he was right, wasn't he? All this is some plot to sell guns from Thunder's Realm with my network, and you were going to kill me during the revolution, and if you couldn't make my death look like an accident, you were going to get dirt on me to Eli Locke, and get enough information for the government to shut us down, get me arrested. Life in prison. I'm an elf. I'll be in prison forever. I never die unless something kills you. Eli Locke's the one who sent you. You were in town for 2 days before you found me. How fucking convenient.
Father, you went searching for me. And secondly, I don't want to be a smuggler. I have absolutely zero interest. You can write me out of your will today. I'm fine with that. I'm pretty happy with my own life. And honestly, I just want to be 5 different famous people. And you can't do that as a smuggler, Dad. I want to be a famous writer, and then a different famous musician, and then a well-renowned royal lord, and I don't need you for any of that. I don't, Dad, and I don't want your business. I have no reason to try and sneak this from you. You've followed me my whole life. You know who I am. I'm not the kind of person to connive and kill secret and to get ahead. What for? I have a fantastic life. I can be exactly whoever I want to be. I have no need to smuggle. And I don't want to. And honestly, if you were hoping to pass it down to me, I'm sorry, I'm not going to accept.
But if you can make it a legitimate business, I could help with trades that we have an accountant. It's really good.
Ask Mage Hand to put my hand over his mouth. All I'm saying is, Father, you know a lot of people. You know people who can read my mind, who can look into my memories. I am sure I have nothing to hide. I will show you everything.
You should have some things to hide. You should hide some things.
Nothing from my father. If he really wants to see, I guess he can. That might be strange, but who am I to judge? It's not like he's seeing it. His friend who can read minds, assuming he has one, would be seeing it, and he could use a show.
Make a persuasion check, Leo.
Oh my god. That's an
What do you mean?
It's an 11.
An 11.
What?
You're...
Wait, is Pale helping?
Yes, so it's 12.
Am I helping? I feel like I'm making it worse. But
You're looking supportive. You're giving a supportive, honest look on your face.
I'll take it.
So your father says there's a seed of, he was so sure before you walked in here, but there's a seed of doubt of, oh shit, maybe Leo is telling the truth. But he says, well, what the fuck's with the death cultists? No matter if any of that's true, what's with the death cultists?
That's Pale's fault, just because he makes friends too easy.
So anyway, this is my friend Lewis. Our friend Lewis. We're actually all friends now.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to pinch his lips together like in a cartoon.
Lewis wiggles his gold claws in a little flirty wave.
I won't go into all the details, Father, because it has been a long few days. A very, very long few days. But the Death Cultists have agreed to help us with the revolution and to help us against the mages. And I figured we could use 200 to 1,000 spare folks to shoot at these fuckers. If you want me to turn them away, we can certainly try.
Make another persuasion check.
Oh my god. That is... Hang on, I have to do math. That's a 15.
A 15.
First one, because Pale's helping.
Yeah. So the first one was a 12, and then it's a 16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your father's expression softens even a little more, and he says, well, why didn't you just come tell me, or tell me when it happened?
Because, Father, I know that you and I share blood, but we've only shared 3 days together. And who are you going to believe? Your son or the man who was, I'm gonna make a face, very devoted to you because you read the letter. And so, I mean, I didn't know how to tell you that your closest friend tried to kill your child.
Make another persuasion check.
That is a 18 without the teamwork point.
Okay.
Because Pale's got his lips squished shut by my mage hand. So.
Right.
I'm not saying he's a good accountant. He's good at accounting. Yeah, he's a necromancer, but he's an accountant.
And then for insight, Gilbert got a dirty 20, a 17, and a 21, which the natural 20 is the last one. So at the last bit of that, Gilbert, deflates, and as he does, everyone else in the bar kind of sits back on their seats and takes their hands off their weapons. And he walks over to you, kind of ashamed, and he says, I guess I couldn't see past his lies and my own paranoia. I'm sorry I doubted you, Leo.
We've only known each other for a few days, man. I get it. Why do you think I didn't want to come?
Sorry for So,
I reach in and I just give him a hug and like pat him on the shoulder.
as you're hugging, he says, I'm glad everything with Laura Fear turned out all right. I think I'm... Can I have a minute?
Yeah, sure, Dad. Let me know when you're ready.
He goes in his office to grieve, you can only assume.
I just start to say, well, I mean, the whole warfare thing is how we met Steven. Really, it's your fault, right?
Mine?
Yeah. If you didn't want to save your little revenant friend, I mean, I would have never met Steven, and I never would have helped save the world from him, even though I caused him to almost end it.
It's fine.
Right, Lewis? Lewis, you're on my side, right?
He goes, I'll be honest, I don't know anything about a revenant. Although watching Stevie in that reserve unit thing they had, they just sat in a room for hours. God, it was so boring. And Steven can't even read, so he was bored the whole time? Oh, God, it was torture.
That sounds boring. We should make games for when you're bored. In something where you don't need a lot of reading.
You just need to know the letters of the alphabet.
We could make games that have many books and then 20-sided dice and be really complicated.
Sounds like a great idea, and it's like math, but it's hidden as a story.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe we could make 5 different versions of it.
It's like,
Hey, wait, I think we should franchise this.
you just trick your friends into doing math and doing improv, both of which suck, right? But then they're all of a sudden
They
so
thank you for
amazing.
it.
And it's the moral of the story is just teamwork and friendship.
And it takes you like 2 hours at the very minimum to figure out who you even are.
Yeah.
Wow, is that just how you make up your personalities, Varys?
Yep.
I take out my dagger. Actually, no. So Pale looks around and is like, "So are we not fighting? Do you guys like? You guys still seem a little tense. Like, are we about to fight or not? Like,
one
just
guy-
one of the random guys.
Just some guy at the bar. He's like, well, we're the smuggler group on the 8 days from the revolution. It's been tense without you guys here.
I'm gonna say, I hear that, and I come over and sit at the bar next to him and order a fistful of whiskey.
You know, I can just like give like a back rub or something, you guys. Like, I'm warm, like I'm self-heating, so it really like relaxes the muscles.
Lewis turns to you and goes, oh my god, I forgot. I just realized you're a fire genasi. Can you please? It's so cold all the time.
I gotcha. And I start just like rubbing his back with sips of whiskey. Like, you thought I was a tiefling, didn't you? It's fine. I get it all the time.
Because I've never seen... I wondered why your hair was on fire, but then it didn't click with me. It's so math I get. The common sense shit. Nah, out the window.
Yeah, see, it happens. I get that a lot, the whole thing with the fire.
So, unless you guys say anything to each other, Gilbert will come out about 20 minutes later. He looks drunk as shit. If you want to say anything to him, Leo, he looks at you for a second before moving into his room.
I'm not gonna say anything to him. I'm just gonna like give him like a real solid pat on the shoulder and like a little like gentle nod. Like I can't empathize with you, but I'm sorry, man.
He does the same. I don't know how to apologize to you for while I'm grieving a man that tried to kill you. So he gives you a nod too, and he's like, we'll have to hang out before the shooting starts at least.
It's alright, Dad. I understand.
He tells you he's sorry again.
I grab him by both shoulders and don't say anything. I just give him like a squeeze and then go back to my drink.
Okay. Yeah, so what do y'all do then?
I reach into my bag and I'm like, Gilbert, there's something I want to give to you, but not right now. Can I just put it in your office? I'll put it in and walk it out. You can have someone escort me, but it's not mine to have.
Yeah, just follow me. He leads you back into his office where you just came out of.
Alright, I don't want you to see it, so I'm just going to put it down and then we're going to go grab a drink.
You don't want me to see it, but you want me to have it?
I don't want you to see it right now. Is what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm at the end of my rope, dude. What is it?
I pull out Quentin's Mage Hunter rifle. I put it on his desk. If he has a desk, I put it onto some sort of surface.
He nods and kind of touches the lacquer on it before nodding and leaving the office.
Yeah. Yeah, just put that down and follow him out.
He appreciates that, even though he can't say it right now.
So, I gotta win him over. I gotta make sure that he likes me, so one day, when Leo accuses me of killing Ellie, I'm in trouble for it. Because I'm a jealous lover or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Yeah. Ugh.
Anyway. I pull out my gun and I just look around like, so Leo, you complain that we haven't fought a lot recently. You want just to shoot someone?
Do you see how many people are in here, man?
Yeah, but you forget. I have mithril plate armor. I'm nearly invincible.
Right, well, I don't. I have some very fancy silk undies, is what I have.
Well,
You heard right. And then I'm gonna walk away, and I'm gonna go back to the bar and get another drink.
Is that the silk armor from, like, game 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's it. That's my armor. It's enchanted, and it makes me. It gives me a 15 armor class, and I can still disguise myself as anything with the same armor class. So I got myself some fancy silk undies.
Lewis looks kind of like he's drinking and enjoying the back massage pail, and he's like, "Fuck, we didn't get to kill anybody."
I can stab you if you want, then you and I can duke it out a little bar fight.
I mean, if you want to, you can. And he, like, clicks his claws on the table.
You know, I feel like that would go badly for me.
It's, he's only level 8, so.
I kind of just, like, flick him.
You, like, flick his ear?
Yeah.
He looks annoyed at you. He's like,
there you go. What you gonna do now, huh?
Are we gonna fight here, right now? I've been dead for 26 years. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, okay, old man.
Hey. I am, like, 56. So, no. Lewis is like 6 years older than Steven is. Lewis is like 60. Yeah.
Alright, you old geezer.
He says,
Is that why
hey,
you're so cold?
I was around when the original Stone Garden royalty was still royalty, not these mage assholes.
Well, I guess you, get to return to where you are once things are back to normal.
It's, watching Vecna get banished from the astral plane. Oh, it was a great view.
Man, that's not fair. That sounds awesome.
It was.
I can't wait to die.
I know, right?
God, you make it sound so cool.
It is cool. It's Mercool.
Oh, you dirty scaly. I stopped rubbing his back.
He said, you call me a scaly matchstick?
You know, I'll take it over being called a tiefling.
Did Leo overhear that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, good.
He says, at least I don't have a tail. Some assholes have tails.
You sure? I'm pretty sure Steven likes your little front tail there, bud.
Oh my god.
Hey, you got it the other way around, kid. His front tail's nothing to sneeze at.
Oh my god.
I just walk up to the bar and ask for whiskey in a pint glass.
Yeah.
My good barkeep, I like many and alcohols at once.
You know.
I need to unhear something immediately.
I think Dennis would join you if you let him drink anything other than milk. Oh,
I let him have.
Dennis says, hey, since we're not killing each other, can I go get that spell book? Is that cool with you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. And if you get lost, remember, don't sleep in the streets. You have money.
Ooh, where are we meeting? Are we meeting here? The death camp? The old camp?
No, the old camp. Or here. We'll just stay here, okay? And we'll get you some hot chocolate or something when you get back. Maybe like a little spiked hot chocolate. It'll be great.
Great. He runs into the city. He comes back.
Jasmine, make sure he's good.
You got it, pal! They're gonna be gone for like 2 hours. What do you guys do?
I start.
Drinking game.
I start singing different shanties to try to boost morale.
I'm trying to do a drinking game with Gilbert, Lewis, and myself.
Let's do the drinking songs. Make a performance check.
Of course. And let me know if you want to know what song I would choose.
What song would you choose?
Oh, hang on. I'll play it for you.
Oh, God. Keyhole by Ailstorm.
Ew, get out of here.
It's a shanty. They do shanty metal.
Do this song. Oh, yes, there you go. Anyway, you know.
This time, I actually start to pull my dagger and then just put it away. I'm like, no, not yet. I'll get killed if I do it here, but one day.
Hey, what's your performance check?
Hey, at least Leo didn't decide to play a cadence.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I hate that song.
What's so magic on me?
To be this character, I added a bunch of some shanties to my playlist, but I can't find it right now.
All right. Well, God, what was I gonna say? Fuck.
So anyway, I decided to start drinking with Gilbert Gottfried and Lewis and Clark.
So what kind of drinking game are you doing?
King's Cup, something like that, where we all have different drinks and we have to take a sip as we go around. Actually, no. I'm doing a Never Have I Ever with them.
Okay. Are you gonna join, Leo? Or are you gonna let Leo join?
Actually, no. I don't know what my father has and hasn't done.
100%. Leo, I'm gonna talk Leo into joining.
Oh, Gilbert's not gonna join. He's probably gonna go grieve some more and see Catherine Drake. But yeah, so it's Leo, Lewis, Dennis, Pale, and Jasmine, I guess.
Yep. But no, Jasmine's our sober, drunk diviner.
Oh, okay.
So she's staying sober just in case any of us get a little too toasty.
So what are the rules of Never Have I Ever? Because Bailey Ford's never played it.
You hold up 10 fingers or however many fingers, and every time you've done something, you take a drink.
Oh, okay.
And you put a finger down. When you get to the end, you have to finish your drink.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We can work deception checks into this. I'm kidding.
All right, because you
God.
parties.
No, I don't go to parties. I play Dungeons and Dragons. Anyway.
Because Bailey is a good person.
That's okay. College parties suck. I learned that as soon as I graduated, and one of my friends who was in college invited me to a party. I was like, oh. I was like, this is what it's like.
Yeah, the only real party I've ever been to is the parties youth used to throw. And then I went to John's Halloween party, and it was so bad that I decided to quit drinking.
Oh, I see. Rather than drinking games. That's what I did in college for a while.
Okay. So, who starts?
I start out. I just look at all them and I just say, all right, never have I ever killed a... Wait, no, I did. Wait, never have I ever kissed one of my teammates.
Define teammate, Lewis says.
Someone who I adventure with.
That's not...
Look over. Leah. Like Leah.
That's not true. You kissed me. Or no, you paid Kit to kiss me.
You don't know that. Kit. You think it might have been Pale.
Well, but I didn't kiss him. He kissed me.
Yeah.
So I know he's lying now.
Yep.
Jasmine's like, I kissed Dennis in the cheek one time. Does that count?
Oh, you tiny, adorable creature. No, that does not.
Okay.
We're not talking about that kind of kiss.
Lewis turns to Jasmine and goes, he means fuck it.
I just use my 2 point fingers to cover her tiny ears. She doesn't know what that means. She's so pure and tiny. The Feywild is a pure, holy place. Right, Jasmine?
I'm 600 years old. How do you think they make more Fey, Pale?
I assume that you guys get cut in half and then they just kind of grow into 2 more fairies.
I'm not gonna go through how fairies reproduce, but
Right, Leo's gonna go next. And he's, oh my god, I just had it. And it was, oh, that's right. Never have I ever been some god's little bitch. And I look right at Pale.
I just still have 10 fingers up. I just look over at Leo, Well, I sure wouldn't know what that's about.
Lewis puts another finger down. So you say something you have done, or they've not done?
You haven't done.
You haven't done. If you have done it, you have to put a finger down on yourself.
Okay.
Take a drink.
Dennis says, never have I ever read 4 books in one day.
Oh, Dennis, who the fuck? Have you read 3 books in one day, Dennis?
Yeah, I've read like 6. I was trying to give you guys a chance.
Yeah,
Is that not
put a finger
normal?
down. Like, man, growing up nerdy would come back to bite me.
Okay.
Are we gonna keep doing this?
About to say, here I'm trying to think of one that Lewis and Jasmine would do. Lewis says, and he's like, no, mine are depressing. I don't know what to say.
Oh, I'm gonna jump in. Never have I ever had feelings, sexual or otherwise, for a family member. Don't look right at him.
I just turn to Leo and say, define family member.
Anybody who might go with a name of like father or sister or brother.
Well, I've never had any feelings for blood relatives. And I just kind of quietly take like a little sip and put it back down and just have 8 fingers up. Anyway, who's up next? Jasmine?
I don't know why I'm drawing a blank for them. It's either...
It's hard when it's about your own life, FYI.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Jasmine says, never have I ever wanted to go back to the Feywild? Is that right?
Yes, Jasmine. That's a
That's
great
fair.
job.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, Jasmine.
No, I like being here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dennis says, never have I ever been to prison for a crime that was a good one, a good reason. That's stupid. He says that too. I think that's stupid.
I just kind of look at everyone around the table, raise my glass up, and just say, never have I ever purposefully almost caused the apocalypse, but I guess we're all just kind of hurtling to that. Tap my drink twice and just down the whole thing.
Oh my god.
Lewis says, never have I ever purposefully caused the apocalypse. Define purposely.
I swallow like the whiskey. I'm just looking away. I don't want to talk about it. You saw most of it when I was with Steven.
No, I'm just thinking if I should put a finger down, because we try all the time, that's a thing.
Oh no, for me it was an accident. I just kind of kept accidentally causing things, and stuff. Stuff and things. A lot of things and stuff. And then my pail's kind of wobbling a little. Puts me up, it's kind of... that wasn't wine. Just falls face flat on a table.
Lewis puts a hand on you. He says, never have I ever been a weak little bitch who couldn't hold their drugs. And...
I'm too drunk to put a finger down.
What is it? He casts Lesser Restoration on you.
Like I was saying. What? Where are we? Leah, did you drag me into another sex dungeon?
No.
Another one, Lewis says.
Keep those things. They don't mean anything. Don't worry about him.
Well, there were like 5 guys and this girl, Allie, and Leah was there, and I don't know. Yeah.
Allie and I were in our own room, and you were in a hotel.
Then there were 2 prostitutes who kept knocking on his door. It was the whole thing.
That was you. You sent them.
You can't prove that.
I forgot about that.
Me too.
That was one of my favorite moments.
Oh, do you still have that chicken? I know you gave it to Allie, didn't you?
Oh, chicken! No, I have it!
You have it?
Son of a...
For the listeners, I gave Leo a chicken-shaped pincushion that when pricked, it would turn into a real chicken who was lawful evil and would attack anything that moved.
Chaotic.
Was it? I don't remember.
Oh my God. Why don't I have that in my...
Because there is a god.
Oh, why don't I have that in my equipment? Hang on.
You have
Oh my
Gray
God.
and the chicken pincushion. Do y'all want to see the
my
inspiration for the chicken pincushion?
Yes.
Yes.
It's 2 literal chicken pincushions that I have.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's right. I have thug boots. Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean.
I have no idea. I think they're just boots. Parentheses thug.
Fuck.
No, but those little chickens live on my computer. They're my friends.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
Anyway,
That's fun. Oh, great. I'm gonna get chickened. Wait,
Totally forgot about the chicken.
we can use that in the revolution.
how are we going to use the chicken in the revolution?
Well,
Oh, don't you worry about it.
oh, okay, I guess I can't tell you yet, Lewis, but listen, nothing's better than a strong cock.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
It's the chicken. What do you guys? Why are you pale, Dennis? What? Dennis, why is he making that face?
Lewis puts a
Dennis,
hand up so you can give him a high five.
What? I kind of just lightly touch his hand, like, and then pull him. I don't get it.
Okay.
What?
And well, Lewis tells you, he says, so I heard there's a problem about the, so isn't there, like, mages or some shit we have to deal with? Like, what's with those? What are we gonna do about those?
They like killed most of the royal family, and now they're kind of like evil overlords. So we're just gonna slaughter them.
No, but, like, Claire mentioned something about, like they're onto us or something.
Oh yeah, they're bringing like this like glamour chick, glamour.
Glamora Lestern.
Lestern. Yeah, that girl. Yeah, her. She's shown up.
He looks kind of sobered for the first time not sober as in drugs, but sobered as in
Yeah.
like countenance.
Do you know her? She sounds scary.
She stabbed me to death.
Ooh.
I
So
see.
round 2.
Yeah, I guess. I guess. Which
Yeah, she's showing up. She's gonna kind of
all 50 of the death fists and Steven couldn't take her.
Oh.
I mean, Steven's stronger now. I don't know if he noticed, but they say as the apocalypse draws near, the champion of Merkul gets stronger, so he's a bit beefier than he used to be.
Wait, what? What? The apocalypse is getting closer?
Or the probability of one. So it
What?
comes and goes.
Oh.
So there's more
I kinda
likely
lean
for...
back.
It's likely that there's going to be one. If it happens, it is more likely now than it was then. So Stevie's a little beefier than last time, which is cool. But I don't think he noticed that yet because he's
That's
Stevie.
very cool. Yeah, that's super cool. That's a.
It's probably whatever the fuck the maw is.
You don't know? I've been trying to figure out. No one will tell me.
No, I have no idea.
I guess we'll figure it out together. Yeah, so she's showing up, and some of her people. I heard you guys aren't fans of Pelorians.
Nope, we're not.
I can imagine why. The whole murder and torture thing seems a little much.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's gonna show up, and we're gonna have to kind of deal with her. That's kind of the biggest issue, not just the mages themselves. Oh, the mages might also be going to kill everyone at your camp.
What?
Did I mention that before? I thought I told you guys that. Did I forget? I might have forgotten. Yeah.
The mages are coming to our camp.
They might be, yeah.
Yeah, Hey guys, I've had a great time. I'm gonna go, Lewis says.
Oh, okay. Yeah, are you good to go? I mean, you're a little drunk, but...
Me? Drunk? You kidding?
No, I was serious.
I used to do Star Sugar, kid. I'm good.
Oh. That's almost as bad as Devil Grass.
Almost, yeah. See y'all later. And he sprints off.
Do you know how to get out? Leo, does he know how to get out?
He'll be fine.
Okay.
He's gonna go tell the rest of the death cultists to talk jump, which is to move camps.
Yep. He seems nice. What do you think?
Sure, nice is a word for it.
Yeah. I mean, what word would you use?
He seemed like a Merculian.
I feel like you're using that like a slur. You say that the same way you say matchstick.
Well, you see, I mean, it could be worse. There are definitely worse things I could be saying, like you being a fucking clip-clop.
The fuck is that?
It's a tiefling slur.
I just look at him and I get real close and I just say, at least I wasn't tricked into thinking that someone would actually kiss me. And pull it back.
Dennis and Jasmine go, should we go? Are we...
No, please don't leave me alone because I feel like he'll actually stab me if you guys leave and I'm trying to seem cool right now. He'll absolutely stab me if you leave.
Both Charlotte and Leo are ready for bed.
About to say, yeah, it's almost 9.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys are grandparents.
Okay, so what are you guys planning to do over the next 8 days?
Train.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beef up. Make sure, I'm mostly going to be working with Dennis, make sure he can do some spells that aren't going to get him in jail.
Okay.
Or
And
me in jail.
what are you guys planning to do about the mages knowing about the Merculians? Because if they get scared of them enough, they're going to cancel the festival.
I'm going to consult my father next game.
I'm going to be talking to the priests.
Okay.
Sup, guys? Yo, my bad.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
I've finally gotten through everything that I've planned to do before the revolution. And now the eve is upon us.
Yes. And with that, I'm going to go and walk my dog for a walk.
Have fun.
Goodbye, children.
Good night. Ma.
Hey, it's Bailey Ford, your Dungeon Master. Thanks for listening to another episode of Cowboys and Illithids. I'd like to thank our regular players, Charlotte, John, Matt, Logan, and John. Thanks to Hip for drawing our thumbnail art, and the background music is from tabletopaudio.com. Right now, if you send in fan art of the show, I'm going to be putting it up in the YouTube video. Just send them to us on Twitter at @CIllithids or on Tumblr at Cowboys and Illithids. Even if it's a doodle on a napkin, we want to see it. Please like and share the show, and feel free to post questions or comments to us on social media. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you in a few days.
Oh, burn mouth on pizza hurts.
That sucks.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm sorry.
But so it sucks for you. Why are you saying sorry to me?
Man, I've had so many cooking adventures today. So like the smoke detectors at my place are like too sensitive, like to the point where like when I have the oven on, 50% of the time they're gonna go off. Nothing's even close to burning.
I fucking unplugged the one in my kitchen.
Don't do that. That's bad.
I've got one upstairs. My apartment's just one big room. It's a loft. So the one, if there's a fire, it's there's 500 square feet in here. It's gonna pick it up.
But yeah, so like I was cooking today and I made like meatloaf and the smoke detector went off 3 times before making this meatloaf.
Stop burning the meatloaf.
So I wasn't burning anything, and it was so loud. And then I like cut my finger really bad on some foil. Is that ever?
No.
Cut yourself on foil.
I do it.
Freshman.
I do it all the time. I run fast and move my foil.
Quit fucking around with the foil, Charlotte.
God, do better. I think you're the type that doesn't even put onions in your meatloaf.
No, I put onion powder.
Oh, you're
Heresy.
What?
You're
It's
disgusting. No, you put real onions. You mince them, and they're perfect.
Well, see, the problem is I ordered 3 onions from HEB this week, and then they were like, "Oh, we don't have sweet onions, so we just removed all onions from your order."
Ooh.
And I'm like, y'all couldn't have put in like some white onions or some yellow. Like, y'all couldn't put any even red onions is better than no onion. Like, what the fuck, man?
How do we feel like ketchup on meatloaf?
It's fine.
Ketchup on meatloaf? It
Yeah.
has to be part of the sauce, but it can't be the only thing.
Okay.
Like the glaze I made
Nothing
today.
is worse. I've seen people just like ton of ranch with meatloaf. Like that hurts.
Ugh.
Ranch.
They're
God,
both.
Yankees don't deserve food. Y'all just fuck up Southern cuisine so bad.
No, it's great. Like that time I made biscuits and gravy. I just got some cookies and put some chicken gravy over top. It was disgusting.
Oh my god, I realized something today, y'all. So, like, there's necromancy spell where you can, like, drain the energy from something to, like, give yourself health, right?
Vampiric touch.
So, if you had back tricks and you were starting to die,
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh god! I'm telling Dennis about this, and he's gonna get you locked up.
Oh my god!
Good lord!
I mean, you could do it.
But you shouldn't.
well, I'm not going to be a necromancer, so it's fine. But,
Maybe
I'm
you'd
gonna
have to
say
like.
now.
You'd have to like change your alignment or something, mate.
oh yeah, no.
Good
Right, well,
God.
I'm chaotic neutral.
You'd have to be chaotic or neutral, yeah.
I'm both. I'm chaotic neutral.
Or like lawful evil or something.
So you're just evil enough to do that.
I'm not.
It's not that Leo's evil, he's just selfish.
Like you can't speak with animals, and you tell him, "I'm
For
going
me-
to kill you now.
for
I'm
me,
going to drain your
whatever.
life so I can live, little baboon."
For me, it's whatever works best in the moment, but I definitely, like, still care a little bit.
Okay.
Pull out my dagger.
It's whatever works, but you're gonna feel bad about it later.
Maybe. Something like that, yeah.
A quick break? Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Thanks. Be right back.
Or Matt can talk to the NPCs while she's gone.
So anyway, this is Dennis. Hi, I'm Dennis, and this is Jasmine. Hi, I'm Jasmine.
Yeah.
Gosh, being a DM is just bordering on psychosis when you have NPCs talk to each other.
No, I know. Yeah, I can't see all's faces, so I don't know if it's entertaining you or just boring you.
It's absolutely entertaining.
Okay.
Especially because I've been there, and I think I told you where there's a point where the person made the religious radicals out of kobolds and wolves, and I had to deal with those two army factions having peace talks.
Oh
And
boy.
it was just... And I told you more about those groups, which I'm not going to repeat in the recording, like in
Yeah.
the middle section of it. But yeah, imagine how that went. And I had to, just having to do... Because the voice for the dagger was like really gruff, and the voice for the kobolds was really silly. I forgot what it was. It was just dumb. So by the end of the night, my voice was dead, and they're like, "Matt, you sound like really like coughing." I'm like, "Are you sick?" Like, no, I had to do a gruff, stupid werewolf voice for an hour for you idiots.
That's in the campaign 3 game, the Friday one, we got a new player who has a familiar who's a pseudo dragon. And so it's like really adorable, like, you know, the glittery kitten eyes, and it talks in a demon voice. And its name is Doodle, and it talks like Satan, or at least as close as I can get.
Then there was another game I was in where the mayor was actually a werewolf, and he was committing all these different murders, and we were supposed to, like, we had to fight him, and we were in a prison when we fought him, and there was only one other person there who was a prisoner who was supposed to be the only witness. However, before anything happened, I was able to figure out what he was in for, and I found out that he was a kitty diddler. So I ended up beating him half to death and then ripping his dick off and letting him bleed to death.
Nice.
So our only witness was bleeding to death as he saw the mayor turn into a werewolf.
Oh my god.
And it was like, well, what do we do? Now the town's already going to kill us for killing the mayor. Like, it was worth it. Matt, you killed the only witness. It was worth it. And this was when I was playing a warlock. I was like, it was worth it. And if any of you try anything, I'll rip yours off too.
Ugh.
So help me God. I will demasculate all of you.
Oh my god. We had, in the Starfinder game, my character is a space marine, you know? Himbo, like always. And so the other kind of like soldier kid, there was like 8 players in that game. It was chaos.
Jeez.
But yeah, and so one of the players named Orty, I don't remember the actual person's name, but I remember the characters. And so we captured some like enemy soldiers, and he like pissed on them, and I'm like, that's a war crime. What the fuck's wrong with you?
It's a funny war crime.
And so we just called him Orty the Piss Marine forever.
Meanwhile, in my what's it called? The Empire game, we had a robot who was named B1. It was short for B1UE. I forgot the whole thing, but it was just Blue Falcon.
Oh boy.
And his whole thing was being a Blue Falcon. Where eventually, and I decided that was the singular NPC I was adopting for the game, where I was going to protect that robot, that droid, with my life. And every other character kept trying to kill him, and I kept saving him.
Yeah.
Where like, why do you keep doing that? Like, because it drives you guys crazy, and you want him dead so badly. And the DM knew, and the DM would let me save him every single time, and everyone else hated that droid. He also had such an annoying voice.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey everyone, what are you guys ready to do? Let's go fight some evil villains." It's like,
oh
stop.
My god.
There was also one character in that who was a droid whose voice thing got messed up, so he could only speak by doing a singular beep. I was going, beep. So he'd say like whole thing was beep, and B1 was the only one who understood him.
Oh my god.
But B1 hated him, and would never tell us what he meant.
Oh my god.
And my character had a very special power where I would mishear him, the beeping one. So he'd be like, "We have to go stop those evildoers." Like, wait, what about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Goo?
Oh my goodness.
Just wrong enough. We're like, "Oh, we have to go and fight those droids." How are we gonna get the help of the Power Rangers and their Megazoids?
Yeah, it's
You're
like
making no sense.
like playing telephone.
Exactly, to the point where the player who played the droids, he ended up changing characters. He was so sick of my character doing that.
Oh my god.
I was so proud.
You're back, Charlotte?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to interrupt?
No, you're good. I used to write fan fiction. Can you tell?
Same. Homestuck.
Yeah. The first thing I ever wrote was Gerard Way and Frank Iero fan fiction.
Wow.
The first thing I ever wrote, and now we're here.
You were a God. What do they call that?
I think it's
Ferrard.
yes.
God, I hate that I know that. Anyway, let's pretend like I wasn't. Let's pretend that I didn't memorize the opening to Danger Days. Let's pretend like I didn't have that memorized.
Yeah. Oh my
Anyway. All right, come on, Lewis. Look alive, sunshine.
god. You've got to come to Texas, Matt. I didn't know you were emo too.
God, I'm in recovery.
You're gonna throw out your skinny jeans next week. You promise?
I swear, any day I can stop whenever I want.
Right.
I just don't want to.
There's no reason that you dyed your hair green earlier this year.
We don't need to talk about that.
Your hair was green? I need
Listen.
pictures.
Quarantine was rough on everyone in different ways.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, yes, let's bring the Golden God with us to go get your gay dad and hang out with him and stuff.
He's not gay.
So I promise I'm gonna have some straight NPCs soon.
That's what they think.
Right. Oh no! If we are shipping Pale and Leo, everyone. It's just everyone.
Yep.
No, Leo just likes the attention.
The attention that a devoted man can give. Devoted to God, devoted to Leo. Who cares?
I take out my dagger.
Come on now, we're metagaming. No, it's fine.
So you're gonna stab the DM through the computer? You sure?
I would never stab the DM. However, Leo,
All right, so
You're looking awful stabbable over there.
you guys. Or I remembered what I was gonna say. You mentioned cadences. You know the Airborne Ranger song?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like
I wanna be
Schmoo-
an
it's like-
airborne ranger, live
Yeah.
a life of sex and danger, Air Force Ranger.
yes, and so
Yeah.
we would sing that song all the time in basic training. And one time the boys had to all go get a haircut, and so it was just the females, and so it sounded like the children screaming that Airborne Ranger, Airborne. Yeah. It was great. They made us literally. The drill sergeant made us stop singing it because it unnerved him. And-
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna have to teach Leo Reveille.
yeah.
Oh, here we go. I got a better.
Oh god.
We'll roll the old. I know all those songs.
Behold that filthy landlubber, send him down to the depths below. Make that bastard walk the plank with a bottle of rum and a yo-ho-ho.
What's the?
Else,
There's one by the Longest Johns that's about this guy is an officer in he just graduated college, and so he becomes a sea ship captain by lying, saying he knows how to sail, and so it's not till they get out to sea they realize he's never been on a boat before. And
God.
it's
it's the Audie Murphy version of sailing.
maybe yeah. I only kind of know who Audie Murphy is.
An American hero who couldn't even grow facial hair when he went off to World War II.
I know he has a museum. That's all I know.
Audie
He is a
Murphy.
whole... Audie Murphy, yeah, he was a war hero. He joined the ranks of the team or
That's
something.
why you thought when my other character's name was Audie that it was a boy.
I explained the whole thing to you. Oh my god.
Matthew, I don't remember things.
Accents.
I have ADHD. I can control it.
I think
Fight.
I don't care if you have 1080 or 80 HP or 80 whatever. See, I feel like I'll get shot in Texas because I swear to God I'll talk like this everywhere I go. And I know no one will believe that a Yank is actually going to keep trying to do a southern accent in Texas, but dear God, I would. And I would get stabbed in the face.
You wouldn't get stabbed, you get shot.
Even better.
Nah, you don't for him. We'd just be like, man, this boy don't know what he's talking about.
Yee, and I cannot trust this enough.
Aw.
Aw.